My first car was a 1987 Dodge Daytona hatchback, and it was white. And for whatever reason, we called it the Boner. My most recent car is a Subaru Outback Limited Edition. So I could drive on the sand at some of the spots I like to surf. The first cassette tape I bought was Run DMC, Raised in Hell, and they had a green cover and a red one. I chose the green one. Don't know why, but it just appealed to me. Maybe it was Christmas, or red would have worked for Christmas too. The most recent album that I bought that is good to me is the new Courtney Barnett record. I love it very much. I think it's called Sometimes I Sit and Think, Sometimes I Just Sit. And she did all the artwork, which is beautiful too, and yeah, she's great. The first concert I went to isn't extremely sexy or cool or punk rock at all. It was a Sting concert at the Greek in Hollywood, and it was cool, you know. The last concert I went out of my way to see was a friend's band that we just actually had on tour with us opening up. They're called Iron Tom, and they're from Southern California near where I live as well, and they're just an up-and-coming band that I think is going to do great things. My first job was, I was a janitor for my mom's elementary school. I would come in after high school and go just take out the trash and clean the chalkboards and kind of help whatever the teachers needed me to do. The last job I had before this all took off was I was a host at a restaurant for 2 nights actually, and then I got this record deal the second night. And I didn't get paid for either of those 2 nights because the restaurant went out of business. It would have been like 80 bucks anyways, you know. My first show ever was me and Drew's old band called the Ice Monkeys. I was 16, I was driving the Boner. I drove the Boner to the show. From the first note, people went nuts. We weren't good at all. My first experience playing live was great because there were probably 60 people crowded together and they just started raging, and it was a cool experience for sure. I'll never forget it. Yeah, the last gig I had, it seems like I'm making this up, was opening up for the Rolling Stones 2 nights ago in Pittsburgh.
Long way from the backyard.
Yeah, but honestly, both kind of equally cool in their own way. My first kiss was with Jessica Taxi. I was 11 and a half, and it was a really bad kiss. It wasn't her fault. I think it was more my fault. We just kind of met and like stuck each other's tongues out and kind of like didn't really connect, but just didn't know what the deal was, you know? And then my last was last night with my beautiful fiance, Erin. So yeah, full circle again. It's like the backyard to the Rolling Stones.